Sanjay Hegde, do you believe, though, that Delhi is an exceptional case because it is the national capital? There will be the Lieutenant Governor has specific powers, as you said, specific areas, police, land are controlled by the central government. Do you believe that we cannot extrapolate based on what's happened in Delhi with this ordinance to suggest that the BJP government of Narendra Modi is effectively acting, as the AAP is suggesting, as a dictator across the country, that the constitution of the country is under threat?
Well, one must say that what is happening into Delhi, many people fear, may soon be the model for all states hereafter. It is well known that many states are going to be split into smaller units. When that happens, what is the nature of governance? What is the relationship between the center and the states? Then you ask about the unique position of Delhi. Delhi has nearly 3 crore people. You are sitting in a state, Rajdeep, where there must be less than 50 lakh people, citizens or inhabitants. So, to deprive everybody in Delhi of a representative government just because a certain portion right at the center of Delhi houses the federal government is not exactly constitutionally right. Today there was an article in one of the newspapers which suggested that only the NDMC area could be made a federal area, the rest of it could behave like any other ordinary state. These are constitutional issues which need to be discussed in Parliament, not to be ruled over only by ordinance.
But you see a pattern in the attempt to overturn this Supreme Court judgment. You believe that this sends out the wrong signal because you believe there is a basic structure doctrine also here at stake. If tomorrow Parliament passes it, would you say then? You're saying Parliament should pass it. Any such changes of this nature, far-reaching nature, should be passed by Parliament, not through an overnight ordinance. That smacks of some kind of authoritarianism. Am I correct?
Absolutely. Otherwise, you have the Supreme Court going into elaborate hearings, spending weeks on the matter, the judgment being, 2 constitution bench judgments being delivered after much consideration. And then if it is to be just overruled by a stroke of the pen, then are we really living under a constitution and the rule of law? Or is it only to be government by decree?
Mr. Sanjay sir.
Rajiv, can I?
Okay, so I will give Harish Khurana a final 30 words. Yes, 30 seconds. Because Harish Khurana, you didn't answer my question. This is a Prime Minister who was Chief Minister who spoke of cooperative federalism. What stops, Mr. Kejriwal will also have to answer why he can't work with Mr. Modi. But Mr. Modi is the Prime Minister. Can't these issues, including transfer of bureaucrats, be resolved in a manner which somehow inspires confidence in the people? We the citizens who elect people should have the confidence that governments can work harmoniously. You may be politically divided, you can work harmoniously.
Rajiv, who is stopping them? I would like to ask the gentleman from Aam Aadmi Party. You're talking about federal corporatism. We have 7 parliaments in Delhi from the BJP, that too elected by the Delhi. How many times you have called them and asked about the Delhi problems? Never. 9 years of this government, they've never called the member of parliament ever. They've also been elected by the people of Delhi only. They want to work for Delhi as you are being elected. Never been called. Point number 1. Point number 2. Sanjay Hegde, I don't think so. Hegde ji ko Delhi ka मालूम नहीं होगा. Sir, 93 के अंदर भी, when Mr. Khurana was the Chief Minister, he has requested Prime Minister that time, along with Leader of Opposition, Cooperative. Rajiv, you are a veteran journalist, you might be knowing it. That time, to transfer a MCD commissioner, he requested Prime Minister, along with Congress Leader of Opposition, Cooperative at that time. So, things have not been changed. Only Arvind Kejriwal don't want to work and only want to indulge himself in
okay, so that
Mr. Sanjay sir, can I get 30 seconds?
Okay, your time is up. My final, my 30 seconds to each of you. First to you, Jasmine Shah. The part of the problem is Arvind Kejriwal also is accused of being authoritarian and dictatorial. Sheila Dikshit's time there were no problems. Why only when Mr. Kejriwal becomes Chief Minister is this continuous battle there between the state government and the centre?
For a very simple reason, Rajdeep, that when Mrs. Sheila Dikshit was the Chief Minister, the centre allowed Delhi to function within the realms of constitution. But when Mr. Arvind Kejriwal became the Chief Minister, within 3 months, Rajdeep, the power of services, which now the constitution bench has held as an essential part of the federal structure, was taken away from Arvind Kejriwal. So if you do not allow an elected CM who has made a promise to the people to function, why will there not be clashes? And Arvind Kejriwal is not fighting for himself. He is fighting for the people of Delhi. It will be a disservice to people's vote if he doesn't fight for the rights of the people of Delhi.
Why you are why only those?
Mr. Sanjay, can I come in,
Please bring down Mr. Khurana's voice.
Mr. Khurana, you cannot
Bopara, your final 30 seconds. Your final 30 seconds.
Mr. Sardesai.
Yeah, let Mr. Bopara have the final 30 seconds. Yes.
The breathtaking brazenness of the Bharatiya Janata Party is the linchpin of their politics. They're a party which is driven by a fascist ideology. You and I can continue to debate this as much as we want to. This is the centerpiece of BJP politics. They want to oust opposition space from our political firmament. Therefore, the need of the hour is that all opposition parties must unite to save our constitutional ethos. And finally, this is not an attack just on the opposition. This is an attack on the Supreme Court.
You're saying that you didn't invite Arvind Kejriwal. You didn't invite Arvind Kejriwal to the swearing in of Mr. Siddaramaiah. You invited other opposition leaders.
I don't want to sidestep the real issue. The fact of the matter is this is an assault on the Supreme Court of India. And on behalf of the Congress party, I will urge the Apex Court to take cognizance of this breach by the central government.
Okay, let's leave it there. These are very strong words that have been expressed clearly at the moment. Perhaps we need to look at just how the organs of the state are working at the moment. Are they working in harmony, or are we heading for a confrontation? Supreme Court versus the executive, possibly centre versus the states. These are troubling times when ordinances of this nature are moved on a late Friday night, and then we have this fallout. Will it lead to opposition unity is, of course, a question blowing in the wind.